knocking on my door like that? And why are you at my back door?
First off, I ain't no little boy. I'm 42 3/4. And second off, I wanted to see if you wanted to buy some cereal.
Well, if it's as stale as your stale attitude, then no, I don't want to buy none of your cereal.
Well, let me in your stale ass house then and give me some of your stale ass money. What's good, YouTube, man? Thank y'all for tuning into I Am Fresh. And we are back at it again with another video. And to my Fresh fam, thank y'all so much for always tuning in with your boy. Now, as y'all can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be discussing home invasions, all right?
Damn, this is some scary shit.
And in order to get into this discussion, I first want to take y'all through a clip that I selected as a good teaching point for my Fresh family out there, for folks that haven't gone through anything like that. It's good to see what it looks like so that you are able to train and prepare yourself, God forbid, that you ever have to experience and go through something like this. All right, y'all? So let's get into the clip. Alright guys, so as you can see in the clip, they made some critical mistakes in that video, but most folks would. Just, you know, generally, if you haven't experienced nothing like that and you live in a predominantly good neighborhood that's been historically low on crime, you tend to, you know, be a little more relaxed, especially if you've opened the door for folks before. A lot of times when somebody's selling candy, it's normally a younger child that's accompanied with an adult and that has some type of uniform, whether it's a Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, or some type of football organization, a football uniform, things of that nature, okay? Here you got this young adult. He looks like he's anywhere between 18 to maybe 21 with some regular street clothes on. You know, Fresh man, just be alert, be very vigilant, be very strategic in analyzing folks, and that way you can kind of rule out any type of mistakes right at the door, right when you see him looking on the camera. Before you even address them, you already know, all right, man, this guy's suspicious, okay? You wouldn't really have no problem with opening the door, you know, this particular time, but that one particular time can cost you, and this is why it's so important to be prepared at all times. Always expect the worst at all times, because that way you'll always be on point and you'll always have a healthy level of precaution, all right? So the first mistake made was opening that door. You never, ever.
Don't ever
Don't ever open the door. Folks think in order to communicate properly, you need to open the door, right? You have certain things such as cameras. I don't know if you have cameras on your house, but let's just say you do. Most folks have at least that doorbell camera. As you can see in this particular video, that footage was provided through a doorbell camera. Look through that doorbell camera, all right? And a lot of times you're able to communicate through that camera because it will have like an intercom feature on there where you can talk through the camera. You can gauge what intent this person has before you even open the door, right? But if you're not expecting any company and you're not interested in anything that this person has to offer, I wouldn't really ever open the door, okay?
Opening up the door was a dumbass move.
My next thing is, guys, if you do not have a doorbell camera or any type of surveillance camera that has an intercom feature where you're able to communicate, a lot of times you could just vocalize through the door and communicate what it is that the person is providing.
What's the Spurs for?
The roaches.
Roaches? We got rats.
So you can deny services, and if it's something that you are interested in at a later time, what you can do is have them leave their contact information, and you can research that contact information to see if the business is legitimate. If the services is something that piques your interest, is something that you're in need of, then you can reschedule and reach back out at a later time after you validate that person was in fact legit. All right.
It's a beautiful house you got here, sir.
Well, stop looking.
Another thing is you can talk through a window. I recommend that you go on an upstairs or upper level window. If you do not have an upper level window, then it kind of defeats the purpose. That's the same thing as opening the door, because if you open a window that's on ground level, then they're able to just kick in the screen and push through that way before you can probably even close the window fast enough and have it locked, all right? Go to that higher level window and communicate with that person that way.
Sonny,
Yes.
nothing would thrill me more greatly than to shoot you.
Okay, that way you're at a higher ground, you're able to survey the scene, you get a good lay of the land and see who else might be hiding in an area. The next thing is, you do have an option of not answering the door, not saying anything. However, when you do that, there's a pro and a con. The pro is, it's okay, you don't do any communication, and so they may walk away. They may just leave and move on, or they can take that as nobody's home, so let's go ahead and break one of the windows or go ahead and kick the door in because nobody's home at this house. So you got, a couple different kind of burglars. You got the burglars that want to kind of do a home invasion. They want you to be home because they want you to tell them where the items are. And then you got the ones that don't want you to be home and they want to look for it. They're going to kick your door and bust your window, going through the back door, things of that nature, to go in and steal, and they want you to not be home while they do so. Another pivotal point I wanted to make mention of is when you're communicating, always make it seem like it's more than just you in the house, all right? Especially for my women out there, make sure that you're making it vocal that your husband, brother, uncle, some type of male is in the house, so that they know that you are protected and you have backup in that house. That's very important.
My son Damon home right now.
Damon!
All right, now let's shift gears a little bit. Let's turn this thing around. Say that these folks have gained entry into your home. Say they just decided to go ahead and kick your door in. It's the middle of the night or super early in the morning, and these folks decide to kick your back door, your front door, bust a window, and get in your house. It's very important that you set your house up so that you're able to access a weapon of your choosing, preferably a firearm, that you will be able to defend your home with. Now, this access needs to be made easy while still being difficult and unobtainable by unwanted people such as visitors, kids, children, folks with any type of impairments or disabilities, okay? Fresh Family, what are some of those stash spots that you can have? You can easily go on Amazon and find a lot of different hidden compartments that you can kind of browse through that better suits your needs and what it is that you're looking for. I did a stash spots video. I'm gonna put that link right here that y'all can go pull up on and just see some of the cool little stash spots with, hiding a firearm by still making it really easy and accessible in case of an emergency. You can get to it quickly, okay? You can get you a book. You can have your firearm placed in that book. That book contains a lock on it as well too, as well as it's an undesirable book, not a good read, something that, folks are less likely to pick up and want to sit down and read it. And that's something that you would know what the contents of that book is, and so you'll have that as something that's easily accessible as well too. And again, you got that added insurance that it has a lock on it in case one of your children get it to use it for a step stool or something like that. All right, Fresh Fam, so we're gonna wrap up this video. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed it and found it useful. So don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up, man. Comment down below what are some tips and tricks that you also recommend that I might have missed in this video as well. And definitely, if you just passing by, man, consider hitting that subscribe button, man. Come join the Fresh Family. All right, y'all? But until the next time, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.